Ndamukong. That's an N, right?
Ndamukong. Has to be the silent N.
Can I buy a vowel?
People brutalize his name.
Ndamukong.
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 I had to actually have him walk me through it a couple times.
There's been tons of attempts, but I mean, most of the guys just like, forget it, we'll just call you by your last name.
I still have trouble with it.
It's Ndamukong Suh.
However it's enunciated or articulated, pronounced or expressed, be clear. There's game in the name.
Ndamukong Suh throws him down.
In his father's native Cameroon, Ndamukong translates to House of Spears. And this season, the Nebraska defensive tackle has shredded backfields and torn up offenses.
When you run into Suh, the play ends abruptly.
His speed, his athleticism. I mean, I've never seen a guy that size, who can move like he can.
At 6'4", 290, he bench presses 470 pounds. This season, Suh leads the Huskers in tackles. Tackles for loss, sacks, and in pass breakups.
Is that an athlete or what?
Much of his power is based on superior footwork, and much of that footwork is based on another game, one he played growing up in Oregon.
Soccer was huge to me. That was really my first love of sports. I started when I was 3, and that's kind of really the only thing that I knew of. I don't think my feet would be as coordinated as they are, and which obviously helped me with football.
Suh gave up soccer after 8th grade when his size became a disadvantage, and when he was too often penalized for being too physical. That hasn't been a problem in his current position.
Boy, Ndamukong Suh nearly decapitated West Kemp.
He's so strong and so quick off the ball. He can get his hands into you, and if he does get your hands in your chest, you're done. Just accept it and wait for next play.
I feel that it's kind of hard to block me one-on-one, and I want to prove that. You either have to account for me, or your quarterback's gonna have a little hurt.
Account for him, plan for him, recognize him as perhaps the most disruptive defensive player in college football. But as for calling him by his full and proper name, Ndamukong, perhaps a nickname is more appropriate. Dominate.